So, Fiorentina, 1. Inter, 1. Look, I know that playing the Frankie is not an easy place to play, but you want to get the early PO goal, which is great. I could do something, but nope. Spineless performance. No character. No leadership. Guess you watch Inter collapse. First half, get cooked. You don't know the goal's going to come. By the way, with the way Moise Ken's moving. By the way, I mean, he has the off-ball movement, but lucky that goals are offside, and you get missed happens. Lucky in the first half for that. But yeah, that spineless performance. First half looked defensively disorganized and build up very erratic. I mean, can't even cope with Fiorentina's pressing. His first half, lose the ball quite a lot. It can't even properly build up. I mean, you can notice that, okay, you have no Latoro, right? Really, someone to step up. Apparently not. Any of our strikers besides Pio. Like, okay. Where is, yeah, supposedly our replacement for DeMarco and Zielinski? Where are they? Where are they? With Hakan back, he's talking about big, long range pass. Where's that? Where's Burles shows glimpses in the first half? Dumfries. I have no words to say. When I look at Dumfries and Bissek in the first half, disorganized. They don't do well together. Or they don't communicate. Akanji gets spun. Okay, he's gonna get spun. You're going to have a Cherby, he's gonna get spun. The fry's gonna get spun. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. End-to-end stuff. Whereas if Fiorentina get pelting us. In fact, I know it's a draw, and Fiorentina scrapped a goal. But I think Inter are lucky they didn't lose that game. Inter are lucky they didn't lose that. Okay, second half, no intent of attacking. I'm going to talk about the referees later, but it's not even a game. It doesn't excuse the fact that midfield gets carved apart. I bring a Cherby for Carlos Gusto. He thought Cherby's going to get spun over by Moise Ken, of all people. I mean, the Cherby, anyone, in fact, to beat a Cherby, get anyone to pace. In fact, I think for this Inter's defense, just get anyone, literally anyone with pace. That's the squad building right there. Oh, that's why we're stuck with playing high line. Play high line, you get more spun by pace. Play deep, you get disorganized defending by Cherby. And, Akanji, Bisek, Bastoni. How many of them are actually box defenders? There's a back three, but how many of them can command the back line? For some are, in first half, sweeps, but second half, I think I'll do better on that goal. Yep. But yeah, Fiorentina, I think we're just lucky that we came out with a draw. I'm not talking about subs. Let's look at subs. I know Keep was suspended, but subs, I think they're completely wrong. Bonnie's been poor. Yeah, it's not like you can bring in Bonnie on because Taram looks like another lazy performance by Taram. Fratesi on, you have Fratesi. When was the last time we controlled a game with Fratesi? Out of curiosity, because I think it's the wrong sub. Because Fratesi, he's not going to help out the build-up play. He's not going to help out defending. And him attacking has been average so far. I mean, for final third pass, he's like nowhere near. How is he being called up? That's how. Like, okay, in fact, I don't know how he's being called up in the national side. Like, is Italy this short, this thin of midfielders? Because you have Fagioli right there for Fiorentina. Yeah, I know he's more of an 8 or 10, but he played a 6 day. He did well. Yeah, yeah. How is he not called up? How is Fagioli not called up? I'm curious. I know that he's a former Juve player, but still, it's Italy. You can call it Fagioli at least. Fagioli, Berti, players who are much better than Fratesi, and do because they can do more in the ball. Of course, I know that there's Vergara, but he's injured. We could probably call him up if Italy does qualify. So yeah, second half, after Fratesi, we have no control of the game, and then we have even less control. Of course, you're lucky that other Fiorentina scores sit back and scrap a point. I swear that Fiorentina could have gone for a second one. I really think so, with all the chances they created. Outplayed, get outplayed and all that. Susic came in very late. I honestly think that Susic could had a much more bigger impact. I don't know, came in 7 minutes, but had some impact. Yeah, this is the game. Since the Toro injury, yeah, the first leg for glimpse injured. It had been very spooky of how Inter builds up. Are creating good chances, though we're not, without Toro. In fact, it worries me how the team is really dependent on Toro. Besides all if I'm gonna go for who are the leaders, I think Toro is one of them. I'll keep him. One of them is an actual leader, but the rest, like, nope, nope. Like, where are the leaders? Where's the character of the team? I'm lost for words. You know, Casemiro would be contract expiring in a few months, 2.5 months. I mean, maybe what 35 this season. A 1 or 2 year contract wouldn't be a bad idea. I really really think it wouldn't be a bad idea. Physical profile of what Kiba wanted, and can sort of play the ball, and can actually score headers. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, bring him. I mean, for Milan, they have 40-year-old Luka Modric. Uh, I think they probably renew for a year. Bring stability. Because they want ability with like youth and experience. The experienced players better have leadership. Because experience and no leadership means nothing. But yeah, the squad building had a bit poor. Exposed to how one-dimensional this team is, especially without Lautaro. I know call her up. Poor subs. Yeah. I think for Fiorentina, if I remember, they're running a lot more than Inter by the game. If I go by running, I guarantee you Fiorentina. Yeah, Fiorentina are pressing a lot in the first half. Second half, I know they step out their foot in the gap, their foot off, but still, they cooked. We have a week break. Fiorentina, they play the Conference League in Poland on Thursday, which is not too long ago. But yeah, this fitness. I I guess there's gonna be something about the fitness. We see it last season when they burn out in March. Actually, February, March they burn out. The same thing can be, yeah, last season, February, March burnout. This season, we're gonna burn out. Those like teams burn out in March. Like something is really going on in the fitness. What's going on in the fitness department? because I know that actually you can see any XG chart. See Fiorentina outcreating Inter. Yeah, the XG is basically how you calculate created chances. But still, I do my match ratings. I don't think there'll be a lot of good ones. Sommer, I mean, first half's good, bailing team out. But yeah, for the goal, he could have done better than that. 6 point, I think 6 would do. I think it's fair. Carlos Gusto, 5. Didn't have much of an impact. Akanji, I'll give him 4. I'll give him 4. So what? Akanji, get fleeced. Get fleeced. Get spun around. You know, when we get a center back, I assume we're playing back 3. I think that he should be the one rotating with Bisek, unless we can somehow get a new right center back. The 2 is, I think we probably need to be what? 2 center backs? Maybe 3 if Kanji isn't going to be there. But if Kanji is staying, he should not be the center back. Because how sustainable would it be? I don't think so. Because Serie both attackers are a bit slow on the runs. And that we're playing high line because none of the defenders can actually defend. Bisek, I think it gets 6. Guess for Bisek, how many times have you been bailed out by Bisek? Many times the interceptions, but Marky like, nope, you can't do that. De Bruyne on the lips, yeah, like Kanji, get fleece there. What's it? Kanji on the right, get fleece. Hakan, 5, struggle to control games. Zielinski, 5, poor performance. He thought he was going to do a little more. But in the first half, first half, like, doing more on the right side. Left side's invisible. DeMarco, 5, stinker. But, first half, no midfield control. Struggle to exert control. Barella, I mean, good first half. Second half, he doesn't want anything of that. I'll give him a 6. Actually 5.5. You know what? I think what 6 is fair. First half 7, second half 5. Average about I would give it 6. Dumfries 5. I looks like a physical merchant. Like, okay. Also, why didn't you shoot for the one chance he got to shoot? Worrying how we're shooting a lot less. Because PO, I think he gets 6.5. Good early goal, but when is he going to improve his first touch? There are times when he should be holding on the ball. I mean, he does win fouls. So, like, okay. Haram. I'm giving him 4.5. Invisible performance. Cherby. Look, and I think that's early on in the second half, it seemed to control the back line at least. So, like, okay. But getting spun is something. I don't think the goal is on him. Still. 5. Bonnie. Let's see. I didn't have a good start. 5. Fertezzi. You know what? 2. Since he came on, I know we're not controlling the midfield, but him on, even less control. No build up. Doesn't build up. He doesn't defend. And his attack wise in final third passing, like, okay, but 50-50, like 50-50. Then again, it's average. If Nottingham comes calling, just take the offer. just take the offer. Actually, hopefully, for one part, hopefully Nottingham doesn't get relegated for that, and he can take an offer. Dusich. I'm not going to rate him, and so Luis Enrique, because they came in so late. In fact, for subs, I think the lineup's all right. It's fair. This is your strongest lineup. Bastoni injured, Toro injured, but yeah, Latoro injured, Hakan, Rusty. They can't play. I mean, it's fair to play our best players, but how do they not look very fit? Like I don't know how. If I remember last season during Zagi's time, it's fair to say don't look fit because we don't rotate a lot. But this, like, I don't know how. Can someone explain to me? You're playing one game a week, pretty much. I mean, there's Copa, semi the second leg. One game a week, and we look less fit. I mean, we don't look fit at all. It's like March. Yeah, even in the same time frame in March, we don't look fit at all. Like Kolarov. Also, subs are completely wrong. Kolarov will give them a 4. Wrong subs. Referees. 4.5. First half, no check for the penalty. No check. And how is it that the fouls favor Fiorentina majority of time in the first half? Someone help me out there. In second half, like, okay. Yeah, the referee is like hard happy for that. I know for a table, yeah, table wise, I go back like 6 points. But we got a 10-point lead at some point. Yeah, not liking how it's going to go. Because life without a Toro, we only managed to get 2 wins, by the way. 2 wins. During this time frame, Latoro being injured. I know, it's very, very worrying. In fact, judging from the season, if Inter does win the Scudetto, I think that Serie MVP it's got to be Latoro. Because life without Latoro is very spooky. Really bottled Scudettos to like the Napoli, then to Milan. Because Napoli, they have players who can actually fight. Who does Inter have? Because more like Scudettos may cost because of lack of character in the team. That Milan still play Atalanta, Juve, and Napoli. Napoli still play Como and Milan. We had to play Roma. We had to play Lazio. We had to play Bologna. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Of course, Como also. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. But what was it? Maximum point 87 for Milan. Yeah, these somehow you better hope that Milan and Napoli drop points. That's how you lose control. You lose control of Scudetto. That's how you lose control. You gotta wrap it up early. You know that Lazio, they're picking up form. They're picking up form right now. Bologna away. It's very cursed on that side. Like, okay. Lazio. Yeah, they've been picking up form. Sorry side, okay, they are going to drill in the new players they got in the winter. A lot of reshuffle going on, but they will click. All right, I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone, see you soon. And Forza Inter, like, subscribe, and put ratings. Yeah, 6 being the average, ends out of 10. Bye everyone, see you soon.